Ayo, what's good everybody? It's your boy Jim is back with another YouTube video, and in today's video I got the best shooting badges for you guys in NBA 2K21 Next Gen so far. Now I've tried out most of these shooting badges, but some of them I obviously haven't tried out, like Fade Ace and things like that, because they're for big men or just blinders. I haven't tried those out because I feel like those are badges that you want to try out after you've gotten all the rest of the badges that you need. But yeah, before we get into this video, make sure you guys hit that like button, also that subscribe button. Takes 10 seconds out your day. It's gonna help me out a lot. So yeah, let's get right into it. So yeah, this is what I'm running right now, and this isn't really the best shooting badge setup in my opinion. I was just running it because I was having a few issues today, or yesterday rather, when I was shooting, because it was really choppy, so it was harder to green, and I just put these on, and it helps you to hit more when it's choppy, because these badges aren't necessarily situational like the other ones are. But what I would usually run is I would do something like this: gold hot shot, gold green machine, or take green machine off, put Hall of Fame hot shot, and then use like stop and pop or something like that. Stop and pop is very underrated, but hot shot is also criminally underrated by most people at the moment. Content creators and people like that, they know what hot shot does, because like me, they've been testing out shooting badges to see which ones are the best or whatever, and they've come across hot shot. And I'll try to put up a clip of how much takeover hot shot does when you make a jump shot, because I believe it does half of a takeover meter, so you can get your double takeover just after 4 shots, just any jump shots. It doesn't even have to be threes, and you can get your double takeover meter. Yes, this hot shot gives an additional boost towards takeover progress after making jump shots. And then stop and pop, I like it, boost shot rating on standstill 3-pointers after dribbling. I don't know how long after dribbling you can wait until you shoot using this, and I don't know what the difference is between this and rhythm shooter. Rhythm shooter increases the chances of a made shot after sizing up your opponent with dribble moves. For some reason, this comes across to me as something where you have to break your opponent's ankles in order for it to work, but that's not really what the description says, so I just haven't used it yet. I'll have to use it and see like how it does with stop and pop. But it's extremely hard to see how good shooting badges are this year, just because I can shoot without any of these badges on. Like from the line, on the three-point line, I can shoot without any of these badges on and be perfectly fine. We can shriek up without any of these shooting badges, but they help at the same time. So you don't need them, but they help, so you should probably put them on, especially things like hot shot. Also Circus Threes, I have tried that out, and it's also underrated. I would run, if you're gonna run Circus Threes though, I would run at least deep threes on gold. So but you should probably put it on the Hall of Fame. If you have more of your badges unlocked, then put it on the Hall of Fame if you're gonna run Circus Threes. And if you're gonna run a Circus Threes, use it on Hall of Fame, because that's how it works best when it's on Hall of Fame. Obviously, step back threes taken off the dribble receiver boost, and this just kind of allows you to actually shoot step back threes in the park. You can do it anyway because the green window is just like that this year. You can do it anyway. People have probably seen Ticino do it. I don't even know if he has Circus Threes on. He probably does, but people have seen Ticino do it. I saw a clip from Statistics yesterday. He was shooting fadeaway threes and stuff like that. You can do it without the badge, but it helps a lot. And I think difficult shots only works for mid-range this year. Let's see. Yeah, high difficulty jumpers such as hop, step, spin, step backs, and pull-ups receive a shot percentage boost for mid-range. And I wouldn't recommend using difficult shots this year. It's very useless, because most people aren't shooting fadeaway mid-ranges anyway, unless it does it on accident when you're trying to go for a dunk or something like that. But even then, as long as you get used to the shot, you can green it perfectly fine. You can green fadeaway mid-ranges perfectly fine. So it's not necessary. And tireless shooter, even in the rec center, I wouldn't use this. Like last year, not last year, but on current gen, I used to use tireless shooter whenever I go to the rec center. And even when I'm playing point guard this year, I don't really lose stamina like that, so tireless shooter really isn't all that valuable. I'd probably, even when it's like the second quarter and it's about to be the end of the second quarter, I probably still have like a little more than around 45 to 50% of my max stamina left, even in the rec. So it's not really useful this year. Oh, and I also haven't tried out volume shooter, just because I feel like volume shooter is one of those badges where you get all of your badges first, and that's like the last badge you put on. I also need to wait for 2K Labs to test out things like volume shooter, so they can, because in current gen, volume shooter was better on bronze than it was on gold. So if it's like that again this year, then I'd rather just run that on bronze. And hot zone hunter, I don't really feel like, with the high shooting ratings this year, I don't really feel like volume shooter is all that. You see I have a 95 3 and a 95 mid-range, so volume shooter really isn't, I mean not volume shooter, hot zone hunter. I don't know if it's, I have it on just because it's hot zone hunter. Like, I want to wait for 2K Labs to test it before I take it off or put it on a lower tier, but honestly you could run hot zone hunter on gold and you really wouldn't notice too much of a difference from gold and Hall of Fame from my experience. So honestly, I don't know. Hot Zone Hunter just, it isn't all that when you have such a high shooting rating, because when you're at a higher shooting rating, Hot Zone Hunter doesn't really help much with cold spots and things like that, or neutral spots. It does obviously help with hot spots, but it's not really going to change much for cold spots and neutral spots. I don't even know how many cold spots I have. I think I have like 1 cold spot, 2 neutral spots, and the rest are hot zones. So yeah, and Deadeye, you don't need Deadeye. It doesn't work. And well, it works, but you don't need it because you can shoot perfectly contested. You can shoot like 60% contested shots this year and green them if you're good enough. And you can even like shoot whites 60% contested, and they'll, like, there's a 30 to 40% chance that it's gonna go in. So you can do that if you want to. Next badge, don't use sniper. No one shoots unless you're in the, I mean, I've seen people in the rec go crazy while aiming their shots, but most smart people aren't going to use shot aiming this year. Also slippery off ball, you can use that if you want to, but like if you're on the threes, but I play twos, so I don't really need it much. And set shooter, I would not use this because most people, because of most people being able to shoot this year, most people aren't going to be able to take their time before a jump shot. And I had my big use this set shooter badge, and it, like, every time he shoots, he has to shoot it, he has to get it off quickly because they're going to contest, they're going to try to contest them. So set shooter really doesn't help much, unless, I mean, it might help for that like first or second shot during the game if somebody is going, oh, he can't shoot, and you can shoot, it might help with that, but it's not really going to help much. And then corner specialist did seem to help my big man out a little bit. So if you're a big man and you've got like 85 three-pointer, you can run corner specialist. It should help you a little bit. But yeah, I would recommend using either this badge setup I have right here, depending on what position you're playing. This badge setup could be for any position, and then if you're running point guard, I would run something like that. Maybe you stop and pop instead of green machine. But yeah, green machine is actually pretty good this year, just because that first green is always easy because people hang off of you, so you can run green machine this year. Honestly, I'd probably do something more like this just to spread my badges out, but you don't really want to spread your badges out too much like I'm doing, because Hall of Fame badges they're obvious. It's noticeable when you go from gold to Hall of Fame for most badges this year. So like with deep threes, it's pretty noticeable. Hot shot, it's obviously noticeable. So I wouldn't spread your badges out too much. Just wait till you get all your badge points. Most people have like 20 badge. I obviously have 18, but most people have 20 badge points. So just wait till you get all your badge points. So yeah, and as y'all can see, I hit Pro 2. I don't know if I'll make that a video or not, because we ended up losing my rep-up game because I was lagging like crazy, and it wasn't even the normal court choppiness, it was straight up lags, and I think I was getting booted because I have an Ethernet cord plugged up to my Xbox, yet I was lagging. So it was freaking ridiculous. So, but let me know if you guys want to see that video or not. I think we lost like 20 to 22, something like that. So yeah, comment down below if y'all want to see that video. Just let me know, and I'll make that and upload it tomorrow. And hopefully I'll hit Pro 3 by Friday before Puma Mania. I'm going to be grinding the rec center, so I should be able to hit that. But yeah, that's going to be the end of the video. I hope this helped you guys out. I hope this helped you guys out. If it did, make sure to leave a like. Also hit that subscribe button. That helps me out a lot. It's just 2 simple clicks of a button. Takes you like 10 seconds out your day, but it's going to help me a lot. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace.